Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out on Fox 17, Nashville, December 4th, 2018. More than 100 homes quarantined in Nashville due to meth exposure. That's a lot of homes. More than 100 homes in Nashville has been quarantined at some point for meth exposure. Fox 17 has been doing some digging on a story that may have you thinking twice about your home. Around 100 houses in Nashville have been quarantined at some point for meth exposure. The list created by the Tennessee Dangerous Drug Task Force keeps on going. Wow. Fox 17 News visited a Nashville neighborhood where a house at the end of the street was quarantined a couple of years ago. One neighbor said, "It was incredibly difficult to live next door to a home where they knew something was going on. However, thankfully, they were aware of the issue, and that's something we learned is not guaranteed. When you're moving in, it's probably not your first question to ask about meth exposure. You want to feel safe. You want to feel comfortable," says one of the neighbors of the house, of the home that was exposed to meth. But she says maybe it should have been, I don't know what happened there. By state law, you don't actually have to be told if your house or your next door neighbor was once a meth lab. Here in New Jersey, that was a big thing going on, probably about a decade back. People were buying these homes in New Jersey, and whole families would get so sick, they would have to move out of the house. And then when they did further research, the house was a meth lab. They didn't have to tell you. And realtors, they want to sell. They're not going to tell you. And I think actually that is not right, that they won't tell you. I think by law, they should tell you because of the potential risk of you and your family moving into that house and getting sick. You should be told, but they have it. You know how things are in this country. Okay. Ron Reed was cleaned out over 100 houses that were quarantined after being busted by police. So carpet, furniture, baby cribs, toys for children, Reed said. You're just cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. You're hoping you get it all. And that's where the assessment comes in. They are the hygienists. They will come in and do the test and do the determination whether it meets the state standards or not. The state standards are the troublesome areas for Reed. While you can do research and find out the history on a home before you buy it, he says the trouble is the drug has changed. Few people are making meth at home, but just as many people are using it. And if someone is just using meth in your house, that's not usually enough to call for a quarantine. What that means for you is possible hidden dangers in your home. I don't think people ought to be super alarmed by that, but I think they should be cautious, Reed said. I think that people who are in the market to buy houses or maybe rent in the future date would want to make sure. No, I think you should check. Screw you, Reed, telling people they don't have to worry about something. Yes, you should. You should be very alarmed about that, especially if you're moving in the house with small children. I wouldn't even want adults in that kind of situation because there is some liability. If you rent a house, I would have some liability if you get sick in that house. Reed wants to stress while a little trace amount isn't enough to make an adult sick, children are a different story. They are much more vulnerable. Yeah, children and also elderly, or people, even if you're not a child, but you got a compromised immune system. Yeah, it's going to make a difference. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's just one more thing for you to check before you move any place. Not only homes, apartments too. You don't know what crackhead could have had that place before you moved in, or the person living there was doing meth. It's just so many junkies everywhere. You just don't know these things. You're going to have to check it out. But please tell me what you think of this story. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.